Hello children, good morning. Hoping that you all have done good in your unit test. Let us continue with the new module, and in this module we will be continuing with the same chapter, the rise and spread of Islam. So in the previous module we have discussed about the early life of Prophet Muhammad, teachings of Prophet Muhammad, 5 pillars of Islam, and we also discussed about the term Khalifa and Hijrat. Now in this module we are going to discuss and learn about the spread of Islam. So as I have told you earlier, after the death of Prophet Muhammad, his successors continued who were called as Caliphs, and these Caliphs were both political as well as the religious leaders. So among the first 4 Khalifas who succeeded Prophet Muhammad had done a great job in the spread of Islam. So who were the 4 Khalifas who succeeded after Prophet Muhammad? They were Abu Bakr, second Caliph was Umar, then Usman, and the last one Ali. So during their period, when these 4 Khalifas were ruling the Arabian Peninsula, they had spread the message of Islam, or they had extended the Arabian Peninsula towards the Iran, Syria, Egypt, Central Asia, North Africa, and Spain. So these were the places which had been conquered during the time when these 4 Khalifas were ruling the Arabian Peninsula. So after the end of these 4 Khalifas, which means the rule of these 4 Khalifas ended by the 660 BCE, and then the power passed into the hands of the other 2 dynasties which we are going to learn now. So please open the page number 16 and mark down the following points. First, you underline the 4 Khalifas on page number 16, the first line, and then please mark down the places which had been conquered by these 4 Khalifas, that is Iran, Syria, Egypt, Central Asia, North Africa, and Spain. Now, point. Umayyad rule was replaced by the rule of Abbasids in 750 BCE. Baghdad became the capital of the new dynasty. Progress was made in areas such as art, literature, science, and trade. And the famous Abbasid ruler was Harun al-Rashid. The reign of the Abbasid lasted for more than 5 centuries. Finally, the Mongols captured Baghdad in 1258 CE and brought an end to the Abbasid rule. Children, now let us discuss about the Arabian Nights. We all know what is this Arabian Nights. So this is the book which contains 1001 stories. And like for example, Sindbad the Sailor, Aladdin, Ali Baba and 40 Thieves, and many others. So this book was compiled during the period when the Abbasid rulers were ruling, and under the ruler who was called as Harun al-Rashid. Let's discuss about the contributions or the achievements of Arabians. Actually, the Arabians came into contact with Indians, Chinese, Greek, and Persian culture when they had a trade contact with these people. Because of the interaction between these countries like India, China, Greece, etc., they had developed and gained the knowledge which helped them to do a great progress in their country. So they had developed and enriched their knowledge of algebra, geometry, astronomy, and the 2 great scientists of this period were Ibn Sina and Muhammad al-Razi. So Ibn Sina was a great scientist as well as a scholar and philosopher who is famous for the book The Canon of Medicine. So which means that he had developed so many medicines for various diseases. Apart from him, Al-Razi, who had excelled and developed in the subject called as chemistry, also lived during this period. Coming to the scholar, who was the famous scholar of this period was Umar Khayyam, and his book Rubaiyat is famous for the stories and the poems which he had composed, and basically he is called as the poet of the youth, and he has written so many beautiful poems which has influenced and inspired the youth. Now coming to the other achievements of the calligraphy, the art of calligraphy developed and flourished during this period, and apart from that, two new architectural features were introduced by the Arabians. One is the dome and the other one is the minaret. So these are the great achievements of the Arabians, and they had excelled in all the sphere of their life during the period when the Abbasid rulers had ruled. So open page number 17, mark down the following points for the achievements of the Arabs. First point, they developed and enriched their knowledge of algebra and geometry and astronomy as well. First point. Second point, scientists and scholars included Ibn Sina, Muhammad al-Razi and Umar Khayyam. The most famous work of Umar Khayyam is the Rubaiyat. Next point, the art of calligraphy flourished during this period. And the last point, new architectural features such as the dome and minaret were introduced by the Arabians. Please mark down these points on page number 17 and 18. Okay children, let us continue. Now, writing time. Answer the following questions. The first question, name the four caliphs who succeeded Prophet Muhammad. Answer, Abu Bakr, Umar, Usman and Ali. Second question, what was the extent of the Umayyad dynasty? Answer, they ruled over Spain and France in Europe, territories along the Mediterranean coast of Africa and places up to Sindh and Samarkand in Central Asia. Third question, name the two great scientists of this period. Answer, Ibn Sina and Muhammad al-Razi. Fourth question, list the two architectural features of the Arabs. Answer, dome and minaret. Now let's have a small recap of what we have learnt in both the module, the first module as well as the second module. So children, from this lesson we have learnt the meaning of the term Islam, early life of Prophet Muhammad, meaning of Hijrat and Caliph, 5 pillars of Islam, rules which to be followed by the Muslims, 4 Khalifas, and the Umayyad and the Abbasid dynasties, and finally the achievements of the Arabs. So these are the concepts which we have learned from this chapter, the rise and spread of Islam. So thus we have come to an end of this chapter. Now let us conclude the chapter by watching a short story from the Arabian Nights. Please sit back and watch the story and enjoy children.
He would to buy some good clothes. and some sweets for his children. He did not want to leave the rest of the gold coins at home. So, he hid 90 gold coins in his turban and put that turban on his head. Abu bought some clothes and a box of sweets from the market and started for home. He was very happy. He was still thinking what kind of shop to buy. He did not see a kite eyeing give you the first fish I catch in the morning, the fisherman promised gratefully. The next morning, the fisherman gave Abu a large fish. When Abu cut open the fish, he found a big shining diamond inside. Abu sold the diamond, and with that money, he bought a shop. He started selling silk from his shop. He became a rich man. When his friends came to visit him 6 months later, they were happy to see their friend become rich at last. They were left wondering how a useless piece of lead could make their friend so rich. Adapted from the Arabian Nights.
Thank you, children. Bye and take care. We'll meet again in the next module with a new chapter. Take care.